And welcome back to 23 ABC. While most of us focus on paying for our holiday gifts in stores or online, thieves around the country are resorting to stealing them, and in waves not seen before. Several major cities are seeing up to 100 people breaking into stores at one time as they make off with tens of thousands of dollars in merchandise. Dan Grossman looks at how state and police departments are working together to stop it.
What you are seeing is not isolated, and numbers might suggest the pandemic has given rise to this current smash and grab epidemic.
We have never had something like that happen at that scale in the city of San Francisco.
Just before Thanksgiving, the wave made its way to this Nordstrom in San Francisco as nearly 80 people stormed the store at once, making off with what they could. Police there say 2 employees were assaulted and 1 was pepper sprayed.
Not only does it impact the shoppers, but it impacts the actual physical employees in these stores that are terrified, many of them. So it has all kinds of impacts on tourism and everything else.
Raj Vaswani is the Deputy Chief of Investigations at the San Francisco Police Department, the group leading the charge on charging these thieves. But by no means is his department alone. From the Bay Area to LA to Las Vegas to Chicago to Minneapolis, departments are working to find a common solution after stores in their cities were ransacked as well. Since the start of the pandemic, the National Retail Federation says these crimes have gone up 57% and are costing retailers an estimated $45 billion annually.
I do believe that there are challenges in policing. As our numbers are low, so are other departments as far as the number of officers that are working. So I think that plays into it.
So what could be done about it? Outside of departments trying to send a clear message, states have started to step in. Earlier this fall, Illinois' Attorney General started the first statewide task force to address these crimes. On December 6th, it made its first big bust as more than $1 million in stolen goods were recovered. The task force is in addition to a bill that has been introduced in the state legislature that would require online platforms to verify its sellers' identities. In many cases, that's where these thieves go to make money on what they steal.
A tremendous amount of resources are spent on this, and it's very important that the public realize that we are fully committed to making sure this doesn't continue.
The crimes are having an observable impact on business. A few months ago, Walgreens announced it was shutting down 5 Bay Area locations because of the smash and grabs, and Target limited its hours in certain stores, citing the same reasons. In response, California Highway Patrol has worked to increase patrols near major retailers to curb this behavior for the sake of business and the sake of mind.
Many of the police departments are working together to make sure that we're all on the same page and we're using best practices to make sure that this is addressed quickly.
I'm Dan Grossman.